In modern security operations, speed is everything. A single compromised credential can escalate to a full network breach in minutes. Yet SOC analysts are bombarded with thousands of disconnected alerts daily. How do they cut through the noise to see the big picture? Let's take a deep dive into Microsoft Defender XDR. We will explore how analysts pivot from raw alerts to coordinated response, investigating a multi-stage attack in real time. To solve alert fatigue, Microsoft Defender XDR uses its correlation engine. Instead of forcing you to triage dozens of isolated events, the platform automatically groups related alerts into a single incident. An incident represents the complete story of an attack, combining signals from endpoints, identities, emails, and cloud apps. In the Defender portal, the incidents queue is our starting point. This aggregation dramatically reduces alert noise and clutter in the queue. This allows SOC teams to prioritize their investigation based on the overall severity of the attack, rather than chasing individual alarms. When we open an incident, we are presented with a unified summary. Under the Alerts tab, we see the chronological progression of the attack. Here, the alerts are not isolated incidents. They tell a story. First, a suspicious email with a malicious attachment is delivered. Next, the user opens it, triggering file execution on the endpoint. This is followed by credential harvesting from memory, and finally, an attempt to move laterally to a high-value database server. Defender correlates these alerts, revealing the adversary's step-by-step playbook from initial entry to lateral movement. To determine the blast radius, we must identify the entities involved. Entities are the assets, users, and resources affected by the threat. Microsoft Defender XDR automatically extracts and displays these entities directly inside the incident view. In this case, we see three critical entities: the compromised user identity, Sarah Jenkins, her workstation, client 1192, and the malicious external IP address. Mapping these entities helps the analyst answer the critical questions of any investigation. Who is compromised? What devices are affected? And where is the attacker communicating from? To visualize these connections, we pivot to the investigation graph. This interactive canvas maps the entire attack path, displaying the relationships between all alerts and entities. In the center, we see Sarah Jenkins' user account. The graph traces a line to her workstation, showing where the malicious file executed. From there, we see a connection to the external command and control IP. The graph also exposes secondary connections, showing the workstation's attempt to access an internal database server. This visual map allows us to trace the adversary's path, from initial access to attempted impact in a single view. With the scope of the incident fully mapped, the analyst must contain the threat. Defender integrates response actions directly into the portal, which feed into the unified action center. Before triggering actions, we assess the risks. First, to protect the identity, we decide to block Sarah Jenkins' user account, revoking all active sessions. Next, to contain the endpoint, we decide to isolate her workstation, stopping any network communication while keeping it connected to Defender for analysis. We execute these commands, and a success notification confirms containment. Every response is logged in the Action Center for auditing. Let's review the SOC workflow we just walked through. We started with raw alerts, which Microsoft Defender XDR correlated into a single incident. We analyzed the incident details to understand the chronological alerts. We mapped the affected entities, the user, device, and IP address. We used the investigation graph to trace the attack path visually. And finally, we executed response actions to block the user and isolate the endpoint. This lifecycle is the standard for modern incident response. By mastering this structured workflow, SOC analysts can rapidly contain threats and secure their enterprise. This is how security operations work in Microsoft Defender XDR. Thank you for watching, and stay secure.